But so okay, so I was saying something. What was I saying? All right, forget it. So check it out. I can't give you guys the best angle. You guys are static. You guys are stuck in one place. But this is the Mustang, the LT50. It comes with the 12-inch speaker. Right? And yeah, this is actually their budget version of this amp. They actually have I think it's a GTX or something like that. It's a or GT50 or whatever it's called. That's the next level up. But for the one or two little things that are different, um, yeah, it's not. I don't know if it's worth it. It must have also a really, really good upgrade in the speaker department. Although I don't see how. But you'll guys will understand more when I do the review because I got to save the flaws for the review, right? So, but anyway, if you're thinking about checking out any of this Mustang stuff, definitely do it, guys, because it's definitely there's a lot here, man. And it's easy to go through everything. There's 30 presets are already made, and you have pretty much every sound you could ever want done. And then from there, there's 30 more that you can make, and it only takes you about 2 minutes to set everything up. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't like a lot of digital stuff. I mean, some of the stuff is a lot more complicated than it has to be, and this simplifies it pretty much. You got all the basic knobs here that you normally get on any amp, and then you have one knob with a click function as well to scroll through all the menus. Then there's a couple of presets here that you can for the dial, and you can do everything right there. And it takes about 2 minutes to figure it out, and 2 minutes to set anything up. It's pretty cool. And it was actually cheaper than the new Katana. The Katana's coming in at $300 now. This is $250. So anyway, that's my mini review. For the full review, you have to wait a couple weeks. So what's going on with you guys? David, I saw you today, right, at Trey's. I had to dip out of there. I was actually in the middle of editing. I take little editing breaks and I go on YouTube and I see who's around. That's why sometimes I'll dip in and out of your show too, Ubi. Oh, Ball Shredder was in the house. I didn't even see him there. So he must have been laying low. But I got to tell him I'm making good use of my new membership. So oh, on Ball Shredder's stream, yeah, I remember that too. So all right, we're 10 minutes in, and I've already gone through half of what I had planned. Oh, don't forget, guys, we're still doing the giveaway for the four microphone wireless system that I have a $150 setup. We're still doing that. We still got to get $20. I've got $10 of the $30 I need for the shipping and all that, and to give YouTube their cut. So as soon as we hit $20, if we can hit $20 tonight, we'll do the number raffle. Somebody's going to win the wireless system. All right. So if someone's playing out or someone does some side work where they need a wireless setup, this is a good setup for that. So right, yeah. Well, Baldy was TSA. Baldy was a members only. It was a short one. He did like half an hour. So, right. That's right. That's what you're talking about. His stream, right? I was there. I forgot it. See, I forget what day it is sometimes. TSA, thank you, buddy. Wow, you're spending today. Sorry if that sounded bad. I didn't mean it like that. Wow, thank you. Thank you. You are awesome, sir. Thank you. Much love to you, sir. Yeah. And yeah, so and there's a lot of other I got a lot of other good news too. So I got the T-shaped object. Yes, you did. and you got it set up. I remember the last email you sent me was asking me about the buzzing, and I never really noticed a whole lot, but even after I put it back together, but actually no, it was buzzing because of nines. That's what I thought anyway. That's what's the problem. So yeah, David. Yeah, we did a trade. This was TSA's, and was that what it was? It was the neck was loose. Okay, so I snugged it up. I guess it came a little loose. You know, it's like kind of like an old trucker thing where you got to check your straps after the first 50 miles. Yeah, maybe. But um, yeah, David. So we TSA and I did a trade. I got this, and he got the purple burst, uh, SBH HD, which is now basically a collector's item. If I'm remembering correctly, uh, the SBH HD is now the SBHE, and the new SBHE is going to be slightly different than the old one. Well, how was the growth coming along? Right, I remember I was there when you were showing everybody. It needed a little love, right? I remember that much. It had a good looking top though. So yeah, let me give you a little. Uh, so all right. So but oh yeah, something else has come up too. Wait, excuse me, my itch. Waiting for the claim to finish process. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to use for replacing the pick guard. Okay, all right. So you're getting some cash back on that, right? That's what. Yeah, that's right. You were talking. You were showing us pick guards. So yeah, see now I'm waiting for a reply like everybody else. Did you decide on a pick guard color? Here, I'm gonna actually take this off for a second because I want to show you guys one other thing here. So, oh yeah, let's show you fat ass to everybody, you fat gut, RJ. Ugh. To anyone who didn't see this, this is my Squire. It's like it's a decent little guitar for the era that it came out, but we got plans for that now. So, oh, I thought this was zipped. So, all right. Can you see what it says there? ST1. Those are all the parts from the ST1 that we're now using for Igor, which is actually over at Torsten's right now, and it should be assembled hopefully by the end of the week. You got the Lowy at 1.65. Okay. Sorry, guys. Wife happy with him. Gold will look good with that one, Ubi. I got the low E at 1.65 at the 12th fret. Okay, you get that? Yeah, get the knob to me when you can. I still have my part to do on this one too. I still have to remake the reflectors for the back. I'm also going to be hand making a reflector for the front this time instead of it being painted with the puzzle piece on it. I'm going to make one. All right. So yeah, that's going to happen real soon. So I still got things to do, but it'll be nice to have the guitar here and done so that I can start pursuing an avenue to actually do this auction. So which actually might have to come at the end of the year because that's when they actually do an actual auction, I think. But I'm gonna find out as soon as I get the guitar back and I got it playable. I'm gonna start pursuing that too. So, but yeah, so I wanted to play around with this a little bit because I got to take it apart because all this stuff's going on it. But for anyone who doesn't know, anyone who wasn't at the members only stream, this one is going to Ted from Ted's Talks Guitars and Life. I'm going to be installing parts. Ted's going to finish the setup and make it nice. And then it's going over to Rob and Colton over at Fret Not. And they're going to give it away. All right, so, and when that happens, all 3 videos are going to drop at the same time so that people can see one of them and then they go over and right away go catch the rest of the story. All right. So if you want to win it, you're going to be able to win it. You'll just have to win it over at Fret Not. Yeah, well, Fret Not gets, I think, the best deal out of it because all they got to do is make their own video and plug both of us. Well, Ted is, you know what? So many channels working together, TSA? Yeah, it's Ted, he's so prolific on his channel right out of the gate, it seems like, right? Because I only found him a little while ago and he's putting out videos almost every day. So with that kind of with that kind of output and the fact that he loves to do these little builds, I thought it was perfect. And he was really nice to work with last time. So I immediately thought he and I could do something. And then it seemed like a natural progression just to talk to Rob. And he was in on it, no problem. The whole conversation was like over the course of 2 hours, I had to talk to everybody multiple times and it was all set up. So, you know, as part of the deal, I pay to ship over to Ted. Ted pays to ship over to Fret Not, and then Fret Not ships to the winner, right? Johnny 3 Bar, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Welcome. We got 8 people hanging around. We got 5 likes, guys. How about hitting that like button for the channel, please? It really does help us out, man. Right? The more people like this, the more people get to see that this is available next time, you know? So hopefully we can build up the channel this way. And so yeah, Johnny, I'll get you caught up. We got a Fender Mustang in the house, the LT50. I'm going to be putting out a review on that in a couple of weeks, so look for that. I got the John 5 over here, the John 5 from Firefly. I'm working on that review right now, as you may or may not know. And this, if you didn't hear, was going over to Ted from Ted Talks Guitars and Tone, Guitars and Life. And then it's going over to Fret Not, where it's going to be given away. I'm going to be putting in a whole bunch of parts from the Tease guitar, from an ST1 on this guitar. Ted's going to finish the work, and then Fret Not's going to give it away. So if you want to win a guitar, you know, you go for it. That's how you do it. So, yeah. So this guitar is going to be teased out, right? And as you can tell, it's a little bit rough because the jack is a little noisy. The pots aren't too bad. The pickups are actually okay. They're not great, but for a Strat guitar, that's a clean tone. Out of tune. A little more volume. Let me use the tuner. So menu, tap, hold for tuner. Definitely got to change these tuners. So I'll see what I can do, Ubi. I've got to pop out for a phone call, BBM. Okay, so we'll see you in a minute. Um, Make sure to hot rod it for me so when I win, I can chug on my stream. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll see. It's going to have ST1 pickups in there, so they'll be more like a Strat, but with a lot of bite. So hopefully there'll be at least be better pickups than what you're working with in that telly that you have. Definitely changing these tuners. So maybe I'll keep these pickups and put them in something that's even shittier. Because I'm actually thinking they're not that bad. But they're going to be a lot better. I got the pickguard over here somewhere too, so that's going on as well. So this guitar is getting teased out. We're at 23 minutes, guys. 7 likes, 7 people hanging out. If you haven't hit the like button, guys, please hit the like. Smash that button. So now I'll put this away. And put it over here. So, two things. First, I'm naming. Oh, okay. First, I'm naming that red Tellurmine candy. Okay. I see. She have you. She mean you. I'll make a joke at some point. Are you getting sweet on that guitar? Don't be dissing Candy's Bridge. That thing is overwound. And how is it that hot? 15K is crazy hot for a single coil. That thing must be so scooped. That's what it is. That's why you can get that thickness because it's scooped, right? The tone, the clean tone is probably pretty scooped. It's got to be 15K. Wow. That is a lot of wines. That's one seriously full bobbin. That bobbin probably looks pregnant. Yeah, I thought as much. You have to add those mids in, right? Yeah, I thought as much. See, this drives this amp a little more. It's already it's clean, but it wants to. Country picking. So what you need, Johnny? You need the body and the neck. So suggestion: eBay refurbished, right? If you go to eBay and you put in the listing eBay refurbished or just eBay refurbished, that'll bring up a list of everything in eBay that's been refurbished, and you can break it down to electric guitars. And you can probably buy yourself a Donner for about 60 to 80 bucks, 90 bucks, or catch them during a sale, get an extra discount, and then you have your neck and your body. That's another good option too. Go to the pawn shop. Right? I found one time I bought 4 guitars and a bass for $225. Oh, and a little PV amp for $225. They were all junk. I fixed them all up one at a time for like 20 bucks a piece. And right? They've been moved on down the road. Yeah, here in New York, it's funny that pawn shops, you don't get a lot of guitars in pawn shops because you have to do just high-end guitars. And I think a lot of musicians in New York, because there's a lot of pro musicians, they just keep them. And I think pawn shops, they're just greedy as hell. And they're not going to get what they want to get for a lot of the guitars that they're offering. So they don't offer them. Right? I went into this one tiny little place. It was like a hole in the wall, and it was closed. It was closed 3 months later, and I found all this stuff. 3-hour drive to the pawn shop. Wow. Where are you, Johnny? I think you mentioned to me once that you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere once before. Yeah. You know what? Facebook Marketplace, I got a couple of guitars on Facebook Marketplace right now. So, and Meth Man Clearance Center. Yeah, is that what it is? You got to drive out of town to go find a pawn shop that does a deal? That makes sense. Anywhere local is probably going to be like, I'm assuming if you're in a place where there's more people instead of less people, they're going to be a pain in the ass. Well, most of the pawn shops here in New York, they're trying to be jewelry stores. They have buzzers on the doors. They have this jewelry on display, but then they might have something big like a motorcycle in the window. So it's one thing or the other, and it's kind of a joke. It's like they want you to pawn your house. So, but I actually have 2 guitars on Facebook Marketplace right now, guys. One is the Ibanez, the GRG 120. I'm selling that for $100. If one of you guys wants it, we can make a little bit of a deal. I'd have to ship it to you guys, but I would take that into account, and you probably wouldn't pay much more than 100. I don't know. We got to see. But for you guys, yeah. I also have the Diamond up there, and I'll be honest with you guys, I have it for actually a couple dollars more than I bought it for because it should sell new for 400. I wanted to use it as a negotiation level. All right. Dwight's in the house. What's going on, Dwight? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Any new tunes? So, New Hampshire? Nice. So, cool. So, let's find a decent tone. Summer Roads? Okay. All right. So we'll check it out. Okay. So we did the Squire. There was, you know what? There was one thing I wanted to share with you guys, maybe in a minute or two. The new RJ's Cave store is open. I still have to populate it with more stuff, but the Igor shirt, there's a brand new Igor shirt and mug and a hoodie up there. And we'll take a look over there in a minute because as this place is really nice. They have a whole lot of much better options than Spring ever had. So I want to be able to do a lot of really nice stuff. And if people actually, when people actually purchase gear from my store now, at some point I'll be able to do t-shirt giveaways, things like that, because they count all my sales and then reward me for those sales. So no problem, TSA. So I'll be so hopefully I'll be able to start giving away shirts on a somewhat regular basis at some point and things like that, and samples, things like that. So we got 8 people in the house. Well, 9 people in the house, 8 likes. How about hitting that like button, guys? The more likes, the better. I wanted to take you guys over to the store real quick so you can just see. And then Dwight, unless we get distracted, we'll go over to your channel. So what happened there? Okay. All right. So this is Talus. This is the RJ's Cave store. Eventually, it's going to connect to rjscave.com along with the Discord and the forum. So we'll have a whole nother place to hang out. All right, and there'll be a lot of stuff to do there. Hopefully, with games and things like that. There will be some limited access for members, some special things for members down there too. So if you're a member here, you'll get some special benefits over there as well. All right, so if you haven't subscribed or joined us and become a member, now's a good time, because as I put more stuff in the channel, in the website and in the store, there's going to be a whole lot more things that go on. It's kind of going to snowball. So anyway, so this is Talus. And anybody want some RJ's Cave shoes? Don't worry, I'm going to change these. All right, the thing on the front's coming off, but it's got one on the back, so and all that. So, and the first test shirt, but all this stuff is embroidered, 6-color stitching, and it's really really nice. It's top flight stuff. And the RJ's Cave hat now comes in several colors with different color logos. So if anyone wants to buy a hat, that's awesome. That would be great. I'm actually going to buy one next. I've already ordered this guy right here. Let me see. All right, supporting autism one guitar part at a time, and it comes in all sorts of different shades of blue. Of course, blue because autism. All right, and all these different sizes. It's $30 unless you're getting a 2XL or larger. Then there's a slight uptick depending on how large. Excuse me. But better shirts, better printing services, better embroidery, better selection. I'm going to be able to have a lot of really cool things in this store. So if you guys are into it and you want to see something specific, let me know. All right, I'm going to see about doing beer steins or something like that, or pint glasses and keychains, all that good shit. So anyway, let me get out of this. All right, and yeah, so that's going to be tied in as soon as I get rid of Spring. That'll be tied into the channel, and you'll be able to make purchases through there. But in the meantime, I'll be putting the link for the store in the videos until I get everything up and running. Should only be a video or two. So, and so Ubi, I'll be hitting you up again and see just to get an idea if there's anything going on with the channel. So I don't want to put you. I don't want to put you on the spot here. So I'll email you about that. And we're at 36 minutes. 36 minutes. And don't forget, guys, we are trying to get $20 out of the super chats so that we can do the giveaway. Right? Once we hit that $20, which we now have 15, thanks to Time Surfing Alien. Once we get the next 15, then we're going to do the raffle. The excuse me, I shouldn't call it a raffle, right? We're going to pick a number, and somebody's going to win a wireless microphone system worth about $150. It's 4 wireless microphones, 2 channels, and everything's color coded. It's a nice, but relatively inexpensive system. So it runs for about $150. Right? I think TSA wants his shot at winning. Right? Although Snug Drawerson might be looking to start playing out. He's writing songs now. So, Snug, are you still here? Or did Snug leave? Because I did tell him I wanted to go over to his video. All right, so I'd like to know if he's still here. In the meantime, maybe he'll come back. Oh, maybe he'll come back. So we'll go over to check out Dwight. What was the name of the song? Yes, Summer Roads. Okay, let me go over there real quick. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Dwight Bailey. There's like 19 Dwight Baileys all of a sudden. What was the Summer Roads? Okay, Summer Roads. All right. You got one where you played the Jackson bass and another Les Paul. Let me bring this one up. Okay. All right, I got Dwight all ready to go. So let me set that up. So, well, it's good to see you with us, BBM. How you feeling anyway? All right, did that work? Yes, it did. Okay. All right, here we go. Dwight Bailey, Summer Roads. Let's check it out, guys.
Just see summer, yeah. Take a walk, yeah. Summer, yeah, summer.
Working over the top. Wow.
Yeah. Working overtime, like working overtime, trying to raise this line. So you standing there, walking down, yes, I'm moving through.
Working overtime.
overtime.
Lifestyle wide. Working overtime. Yeah.
You were standing there, yeah. I find yeah, working down summer road, summer road. Take a walk through summer road.
Working overtime.
Where cares in life of this world, yeah. Just fade away,
Hey, Snug's back.
fade away. Like fine wine. What is summer road? Where your cares and worries just fade away, fade away, fade away. Yeah, take a walk down from the road.
Working overtime. Lifestyle wide. Working overtime.
Hmm. Go, Dwight.
Yeah, take a walk down.
Working overtime.
Working overtime, trying to write this line. Oh,
Yeah, TSA, it does, right? Dwight, is this a Murphy Labs? I'm seeing you play. That looks like Greenie.
Where the cares and worries of life
As a matter of fact, I'm certain that that's Greenie.
Working overtime. Lifestyle wide. Working overtime.
That's an ace? It looks like the pole pieces on the next pickup are down. Or is it me? Am I just seeing things? I could be.
Oh yeah, just turn off that.
One's up for Dwight. Ooh. In vintage looks. Okay.
Summer feel the hot wind, yeah, hitting my head. Take a walk down.
All right, we got 9 people in the house. We got likes, 8 likes, guys. If you're into what's going on right now, if you like the way Dwight's playing, hit that like button, please. 46 minutes in, guys. Okay, so
here.
Yeah.
Georgia Pine, Georgia Pine. Oh, yeah.
Ubi, it's a nice guitar, right? It's a really nice one.
I'm gonna take you
R9's a good one.
Oh, yeah. Summer road.
Okay,
My parents, everybody
that's a good flame on that one too.
Working overtime.
Yeah, just three $5 supers, guys. Three $5 supers. We do this. We do this raffle. Well, the numbers. All right, I gotta do. I gotta step out of this flight. So, but thank you very much, Dwight. That was awesome. So, but yeah, that's really an ace. I guess he wouldn't. I guess not all of his guitars would have looked like the Ace Frehley one that we all know, right? But an R9, that's like a 70s, right? That's specced out like a 70s. I think I've been watching a little too much of Trogley's. I'm starting to think I know what I'm talking about with Gibsons, but I've never really done more than play one once. Yes, well done, Dwight. Well done, Dwight. Let's give Dwight a little love. So, yeah, so we got some stuff going on with the channel over the next few weeks, guys. And so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, you know, Ubi, I just go to the shop and I sat down and I played one because I'm 24 3/4 is just a hair too short for my fat fingers when it gets above like the 14th fret. So, you know, I like the longer line. I like the 25.5, but so I don't really run out. I wouldn't run out and buy one, but they're beautiful guitars. And as much as I give them a hard time, they're good guitars. Their quality control sucks, so they deserve all the bullshit that they get most of the time. And their litigation, all their litigation shit, they deserve it too. But you know, let's not get into politics and Gibson. That's a whole nother video, right? I had a Gibson bass years ago. Didn't know what I had at the time. Yeah, you know, there was. It's you're not. Don't feel bad because there was for a long time nobody wanted Gibson basses, right? They were like, what was it, the EB10 with the one pickup in the neck and 30-inch scale. It's a mud bucket, you know. It makes mud, so. But that's a certain tone, you know. I guess over time, some people grew to like that. Ubi, I've only reviewed two Fesleys. They were both Super Strats, and they were almost identical, except for the pickups and some of the hardware. But Fesley is getting to be well known for doing a really good job with their guitars. They can't help it because they're made by Cort. Okay. It's an in-house brand for Cortex at the Chinese factory, the new Chinese factory that makes like $50,000 guitars a month. Yeah, I saw that. I should watch him more often. I keep him in my feed. I don't watch enough. I guess I'm just jealous because he's blown up a lot faster than me. Maybe that's it. But yeah, TSA, there wasn't a lot of Gibson basses. There was the EB10, and there might have been one other one. Maybe the what's that one that looks like Paul Reed Smith tried to make a Strat? The Victory. The black one Dave reviewed this week. Maybe it was from the 60s then. Looked like an SG? Yeah. Well, listen, when it comes down to it, Ubi, whatever Fessler you can get is probably going to be a good deal. And I'll even go out on a limb and say that probably the same is true for Leo James. Although the only Leo James I've actually reviewed was their least expensive Les Paul Special style guitar, which at some point I'm going to be doing either a giveaway or a heavy mod, and then a giveaway on. So if you guys think that it's like if you guys think that would be a good idea, let me know. Chad, Ricky, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see you. We're at 52 minutes. Nice to drop in. We're going to hang out maybe another 10 minutes or so. Yeah, rented lips. High mileage, you know? Yeah, maybe an old stripper from Vegas had these. Yes. How's it going, Chad? So, Ricky, I got to remember Ricky. That would be cool. BBM, that would be cool. You just really need a couple of higher output pickups, probably. Although when you get it, just test the output in the pickups, because you only need a couple of decent ones with Alnico 5s to get in the ballpark. But he actually had an Alnico 2 in the bridge and an Alnico 5 in the neck. Nice. You do a lot of that kind of work, Johnny? Because I'm always very willing to work with people, as you've heard, because I'm doing that thing with Ted and Fretnot, and it's going to be the second collab in a row. Well, not really in a row, but you know what I mean. So they're at 15, 16K in the, you're talking about the Festly Les Paul? That's crazy hot. That's hot like these. Okay. Not enough? Well, if you ever want to take part in a collab with me, let me know. All right, because I'm happy to do. I got a lot of guitars lying around here, and by doing a collab, it helps me too, because it kind of helps me split the cost and help things seem even bigger and more elaborate at the same time. You know. So, oh, I see what you're talking about now. Sorry, BBM. Yeah, okay. For a Slash guitar, it's like that. I thought I might have been looking up a specific set or something. I might have got a specific set of specs for a specific guitar. But yeah, all right, yeah. Well, then that's basically, you can just duplicate that easy. 15K in the bridge, 16K in the bridge, and a 7.5, 8 in the neck. Get yourself a set of Seymour Duncans. It's the jazz in the neck, and it's the set that I use all the time, and now I'm having a brain fart. I can't even remember. You compared teasers to a PRS private stock this week. So how did that go? I mean, I'm sure the teas did well next to it, but I don't think it would win, right? Every time I see that name, LASIK, I think eye surgery. Oops. It was very comparable. How so? I'm just curious, because when I think of a Les Paul, I think warmer tones, generally speaking, and um, the what was the other one? This I lost you. Hold on. I got to catch up here with my brain fart. How is it hanging tonight? Not enough. More of a hobby. Well, all right. I can't find it now. So JMK, you saw Chad's video. Let's Paul custom comparable. So yeah, so they were comparable. I just think of a Les Paul as being a little bit warmer than a T's guitar because the T's it's got the hot rail in the bridge, so it's going to be a little more mid rangey, which is great for leads. And having the telly pick up in the neck and extra hot, same thing. It's great for leads. It's great for a lot of things. So yeah, is there a link available? I'd like to go check that out. We still got a few minutes. We can head on over there right now. I have a set I got for the Ace LP that I loved, and I'll get the same set for my Slash version. Okay, cool. Eventually, I think there's a lot of possibilities in the future for T's guitars. My impression is that he's working with what's going to be the most. Um, I don't want to say it and sound like it's a dollar thing. It's the most efficient, the most financially smart, and the way he's doing this now is the way to make the best guitars at the best prices. I get that impression with him. So down the road, sure, absolutely. I would love like this company, like the next 3 to 5 years, to just like blow up, right? Blow up big time, you know. And once that happens, you know, the sky's the limit. And I'm sure along the way we'll start seeing some other things too, because you just have to. But Torsten's still in his gambling mode now. Give him another couple of years, let him feel comfortable with what he's got, and he's going to start feeling like he's going to want to start spreading his wings a little more. So we might not see another body shape for another year or two or three. But we'll get them, and when we get them, they'll be right. It might be when he's got the guitars up to like $600. Brand wise, the quality wise, once it's known, and he can actually start charging what he should be charging for the guitars that we now get at a steal. Watching your pennies for a car. Oh, that's very understandable. It's very understandable. I wish I had some pennies to save for a car. I'm working on that now. I passed my security guard test. Now I got to go get my fingerprints done tomorrow and put in my application for the licensing. And then once I do that, John Dotson's in the house. How you doing, sir? Just in time. We're getting ready to go home, but you know what? We'll hang out a few just for you, sir. How's everything? I'll let you know we were doing a giveaway. I'm still trying to get a total of $30 up from live stream to live stream to give away a 4 microphone, 2-channel wireless microphone system. It costs retails for about $150. So we're at $15. We're halfway there. So hey, back finally. I'm back. Yay. I feel like the 21st century Verizon man. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. So, all right. Johnny 3-Bar, are you in New York City? Or near New York City? So, yeah, all right. It's about time anyway, guys. It's a little over an hour. We're up in Manhattan. Okay. All right. So you're not even anywhere near Manhattan anymore. Yeah, I'm on Staten Island, so hopefully I can get a decent job here on Staten Island, and every once in a while work somewhere in Manhattan where I can see a show and get paid. Something like that. So, so that's kind of the plan. Try and set myself up. TSA, thank you again for stepping up and joining level 2 and all that. So, okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much it anyway, guys. I feel bad. I feel like I thought to get back on here just to say, all right, call it a night. But it's kind of that time. But we got a lot going on. Got out in the late. Yeah, all right, yeah. Okay, here we go. We got some conversation. Used to go up there every week. Still at Staten Island? In New York. Oh, no. Got out in the late 80s. That's when my family had an opportunity then, and my parents were like, yeah, no, we're not going to move to Arizona. They should have moved to fucking Arizona. Yeah, so we're going to do this. I guess it does. I'm looking to get it in my rear view. That's why I'm doing this. If I can get just a few grand up, I can jump down to Florida and set myself up down there, So, but anyway, keep an eye out for the review for this guy. Keep an eye out for the review for the new Fender Mustang. One last thing, guys, before we go. Saturday or Thursday, what's a better day for members to do a live show? What's a better day for you guys? Members, I want to do another members live. And I'm off on this Thursday and Saturday. Yeah. Well, TSA, I got family in Florida, so I can kind of get set up down there. Bronx, Queens. Okay, want to check out Killer Mellow Bar, Duff's. I've heard of Duff's. A lot of live bands in Duff's, and I don't think he's too far in town, right? He's not far over the bridge. And if I remember correctly, they make killer wings, but I might be thinking of the wrong place. So, okay, up by that way. All right, I'm thinking of a different place. So, yeah. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it. So, yeah, like I said, keep an eye out for the reviews. And so, all right. So I'm just going to probably do a Saturday. We'll do a Saturday night, probably around 8 o'clock, so we can have a better day. Does it sound like a plan? I may or may not make it members only, though. If I do it on Saturday, I'm hoping maybe I can get some other people who are subscribers to show up. All right? Before set up. TSA, that's right. You told me that once before. So, all right. So, Saturday, 8 o'clock. Maybe we don't do it as members. I'll see how I feel when I put it up. All right. And I'll see you then. Okay. And all right. So, okay. Sounds like it kind of works out. So, all right. Cool. Yes. You're welcome, Johnny 3 Bar. Thank you guys for coming. Johnny 3 Bar, Baby Boy Mulligan, TSA, Snug. Next time we'll do your song, okay? All right. I like that song. I want to share it, okay? Anyway, guys, thanks again. You've been awesome. I've been RJ. I'm getting out of here now. I'll see you in the next one. All right, guys. Be good.